Hello, welcome to the I Am a Mare Equestrian podcast, where we meet equestrian businesswomen from all over the globe. Today I'm in Brazil with Adriana Pires Neves of the Paranoia Endurance Team. If you wish to compete in one of the longest endurance races in the world, then Adriana is certainly the person to speak to. That one, do the last.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah? How is it?
I think so.
Good?
Yes, I think so. I think we have you. Let's do this quick before we get thrown out again.
Okay.
Hello, Adriana. How are you doing?
Fine. And you, Ellie?
Very well. And welcome to I Am a Menopausal Equestrian podcast.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
You are welcome. Okay, Adriana, would you like to tell us what you do?
Well, I do many things, but in sense of business, I'm starting a business of bringing people from abroad to run our race, the Marcha. Have you heard about it? It is only for Criollo horses and in the southern Brazil, and it happens also in Uruguay and Argentina.
Wow. No, I've not heard of it. Would you like to tell us some more about it?
Yeah, it's a 750 kilometers long, 15
Wow.
days race, and only for Criollo horses, and it's designed to test the stamina and also works as a tool of breed selection.
Okay.
So mostly the horses that run are mares, a bit of geldings, and very, very rarely stallions.
Okay. And why is that?
Because the animals have to stay in the same farm like 30 days before the race, in order that every horse starts in the same conditions. And to keep a stallion in which the herd would not be, because these are many owners' horses, so would not work. And they would have to have boxes for the stallion.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Yes.
So it's not some years ago I saw in a endurance American group, I think many people were asking me about, and they would like to come, but since it's only for Criollo horses, they could not come. Like, for example, there is the Mongol Derby. Have you heard about it?
Yes, I've heard of that one.
But the Mongol Derby is you change horses every 40 kilometers.
Okay.
And and if you get only one horse, you have to manage the horse along the race, not to run at the top speed. And so many people became interested. So I started offering horses for people to come. And in last year, we had four people coming, because
Okay.
not many horses we have, but and also to manage hosting the people, and so it's not so easy to us as we are starting. So we're going to keep it small in the beginning,
Yes.
so we can grow sustainably.
Excellent. And when did you start this?
In 2019, there were two people to come, but as you know, 2020 there was the COVID,
Yes.
and the Marcha didn't happen, as well as flights and so on. So one of our clients, she quit, and she never gave us feedback as to if she wanted to come again. And I even could not find any contact to her. I phone and email, so I suspect that COVID may have
Okay.
to do with that. So, and then Sarah from Canada, she came in 2022 because she was 21. She was a little bit afraid to fly
Oh, okay.
overseas yet,
Yeah.
and she said, "If you keep our deal, I can go." So she came and she rode my horse, and she got second place among geldings.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, and the last year there were four, as I said, two Australians, one from America, from Virginia, and one from Guatemala. Such a mix of cultures.
Yeah.
And again, the
And
Guatemalan, he got second place with another horse.
oh, nice.
And so,
Excellent.
but that's the point. We have to offer good horses so people can live and go. And also, it's the other point of attraction is that they mix in with the gaucho culture, that they get to know new people. And I think this is a very attractive thing.
Yes, definitely. And what month does this happen in? Is it the same month every year?
Yeah, normally in June, uh, end of June, beginning of July, which means that we are beginning next month at June 15th. And the horses are already in the concentration. Uh, we took them there Thursday. That's why I couldn't do the.
Yes. So that's what you were on about then. So
Yeah.
you were taking
Mm-hmm.
your horses there so that they could start their month
Yeah.
being in the herd together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how many horses did you take?
Uh, we took only two but this year, I don't know what happened, but we have no guests from abroad. And I have one Australian, but she's coming to see the Marcha in Uruguay, not in Brazil.
Okay.
In Uruguay has started today because they have an agreement, so the two competitions never happen at the same time.
Okay. Yes, that
Uh-huh.
makes sense because there's going to be a lot of the same people interested. So yes.
But I'm beginning to promote soon because I want to have. But the question is, I was wondering if I had some guests now, it would be very difficult because our state is facing a big disaster right now of flooding. Almost the northern part, half of the state is underwater. Is a
Oh wow.
disaster far. They they say it's far worse than the Katrina.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
Okay. So this is serious.
so we are doing what we can to help these people. Even the our airport, Porto Alegre, this the state capital, is underwater, and they say
Wow.
to. And can you imagine if people had bought tickets to come to Porto Alegre and suddenly they cannot come anymore?
Yes.
And even the Marcha site, we were we are postponed in 1 week because what they wanted to see if it wouldn't go underwater too. But
Yeah.
until now, it's okay.
Okay. So
And
the area that the horses are leaving from, that's fine. That's not flooded.
no, not
Right.
flooded. I think the road there is very good. And what's a pity because there is a big natural reserve in the surroundings of the place, and I could have taken my guests there. So it's too bad. And even is a scene of, if you Google Porto Alegre and see the images, you will be terrified.
Okay. I
So,
noticed the other day that you'd marked your Facebook profile as being
yeah,
safe.
yes,
So I
right.
gather that means that you're fairly close to the flooding.
Yeah, for example, I have an apartment in Porto Alegre and it's on a higher neighborhood, but I cannot go there because a bridge fell on the main road.
And then it was washed away by the water.
Yeah,
So that's a lot of power, isn't it?
yeah, lots.
And how do you market this?
I normally I have a site where all the infos are there, uh, which is together with Sarah's site, the Canadian that came here.
Yes.
Uh, and then I write about it on the groups. And so if the people are interested, they talk to me and
Yes.
I show them the options because there are options to write. And if they want to come only watch, they can crew for us or share if they, for example, uh, one girl, she said she thought she wouldn't be fit enough to do the 15 days,
Yes.
and if she could share, but that was another question. So you can share with me, you can share with a friend that wants to come too, and so on.
And you would be allowed to do that in the competition to have
Yeah,
two different riders on the
yeah,
same horse?
yeah.
Not at the same time, obviously.
Some people share because they cannot have the 15 days free. They have another jobs,
Right.
and I take my vacation from the university always on the time of the March, so I can go. So another thing that from the bad came the good is that this year I intend to do and my horse the
So
whole marcha, not only watching from the ground or sharing. I will try to go to the end.
you're going to do the entire race.
Yeah, yeah,
That's an impressive amount of riding, isn't it? So how many
yeah.
kilometers did you say it was?
750.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a long way.
Yeah, but we spend the whole year riding because we have to keep the horses fit for that. So you get fit, the horse gets fit, and
Yes. So how many hours a day would you ride in the race?
yeah, it depends on the day because it's not the same amount of kilometers each day because it starts like this 4 days of like 9 kilometers per hour. So it's a small trot,
Okay.
a very light rhythm. And
Okay. 9 kilometers.
yeah,
Yes.
no, 9 kilometers per hour. And
Oh, right. Okay.
in the first day, for example, is 15 kilometers in the morning and 15 in the afternoon.
Okay. That
And
sounds more like it.
it goes second day 20 morning, 20 afternoon, and so on until the fifth day. The speed increases a little bit, 10.5, and then the third part is 12 kph.
Okay.
So then the last 3 days is free speed.
Okay. And would they normally be going faster in the last 3 days, or are they
Yeah,
all tired by now and kind of slowing down?
no, they go faster. If the horse still has it, he has to show it. So, but it is good because you see, the horse enters the race slowly and will be regaining fitness also slowly, and then in the last 3 days is allowed to do his job faster.
Okay. And how do you think you're going to do? Are you hoping to win?
Yeah. Well, my horse is the horse that was second with Sarah, and when I bought him, he had the previous year he had won the gelding category. So I have
Yes.
chance.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, and my horse he had some hoof last year. Unfortunately, we had to take him out because he had some hoof issues.
Okay.
But now is very good. I think I risk to say he never was so well. Let's
Oh,
see.
yes, fingers crossed. Now then,
Yeah.
just sort of curiosity more than anything else. The horses that do this, do they wear shoes or are they barefoot or boots? What is usually
Normally shoes.
normally
Shoes.
shoes?
Yes. As
And
the Criollo Association is very traditional and they don't allow boots. So normally the horse is in this year's road. I think if your horse is good barefoot, you could use it.
yes,
But because there is no stones, mainly sand.
okay. That was going to be my next question, actually. What
Yeah.
kind of terrain? So
Mm-hmm.
it's mainly sand.
Yeah. It can be bad if it rains a lot, but we are hoping all the rain that was to have this year is
I think
is
I think you've
over.
had enough. I think you've
Mm,
had enough rain, haven't you?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
I hope so.
So if they've just arrived at the farm, they're going to be there for 1 month to
Yeah.
all get the same condition. And
Mm-hmm.
in that month that's waiting, are you still? Is it still possible to get guests to come and ride, or is it too late now?
Oh, now it's too late because the entries are over. There is a deadline for the entries,
Okay.
unfortunately, but they can ask you for next year. So I bet
Yes.
I'll gladly. And also, we are going to. I I want to see first because I need to study more the conditions of Uruguay to having guests. So and what would cost and with the help of a partner, we are going to promote Marcha in Uruguay too. So
Okay.
so people will have more options if they want.
Okay. So I'm assuming you wouldn't be able to use the same horses in Uruguay as in Brazil. You wouldn't be able to trail
No,
them because obviously that's going to cut
no,
into the time
yeah.
that they
If you
split.
have a lot of money, you can use because they have a very high import and export taxes. So I
Okay.
would have to do temporary importation or export of my horse if I want to run in Uruguay. And if I and come, I don't know, but it's $2,000, $3,000 about that,
Per
the
horse.
temporary. Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
it's no use. So we use the horses of Uruguay because our partner is I say he has a very big farm and he's the most important Criollo breeder of the endurance Criollos in Uruguay. So he has a lot of horses and would like to have his horses ridden by other people.
So he's the ideal person to be partnered up with.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just going to say, and how about him with his marketing strategies? Would he be getting in the customers, or would that be for you to get the customers in to ride his
I
horses?
will get customers and I will help him with everything. but I cannot go there and help. He has a trainer already, and I help to arrange everything to the guests, like accommodation and everything they need. They will need only to come here. We get them on the airport, take to the race venue, and they now they are covered. Yeah.
And what is the name of your business?
As I put the name of my endurance team, which is Paranoia Team.
Paranoia.
Yeah, but it was the name of the first mare that I bought for endurance, and
Okay.
yeah, and very
Well, you
funny
kept your
name.
name. I like that. Yeah, that's really sweet.
So and she, unfortunately, in 2018, she had a severe illness and passed away.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was very sad. So I decided to baptize my enterprise with her
With her
name.
name. That's
Yeah,
nice. So you're kind of honoring her.
yeah.
Yes, I like that. Oh, that's very nice.
And it occurred to me now. We have another option, a shorter option, which is the marchita.
A
Marchita
shorter
means,
race.
yeah, a small march is 140 kilometers long, but actually I didn't start promoting it because I wanted to go and run some marchitas because
Yes.
and so the last one I went and it was well, I went fourth because the marchita has two
Oh,
categories. Fourth place I
yes.
went.
Cool.
Uh, yeah, not bad.
Yeah. I hope it was out of more than four.
Yeah, Marchita is 140 in 3 days and it is faster than the Marcha. It has two controlled speed days, and the last day is free speed.
Okay.
For those who like more adrenaline, and also
Yes.
for the Marchita, we can uh, tell the people, for example, someone comes to the Marchita and one is only 3 days, and he or her wants to go somewhere else to do some tourism in Brazil, equestrian or
Yes.
not. So we can show some options for people to, because
Yes.
if not every person want to spend 15 days from the Marcha. I know that
Yes.
the main public of Marcha is those who are very competitive and
Yes.
wants to stay till the end. But the Marchita, I think, is ideal. They can come and see anything else. Like, for example, some people would like to go to the Iguazu Falls, so they still have time to go to the falls or to Rio or
I think they can sort of make it more of a holiday
more of a
and do
holiday.
the,
Yeah,
yes, and do the
right.
tourist thing and the race as well.
Yeah.
Well, that
So
sounds fabulous. And how many races are there in a year?
the Marcha is only one per year, and the
Okay.
Marchita we are going to have one month after the Marcha, which is end of July, beginning of August, and the
Okay.
last one. Actually, there is a championship. The last one will be at the end of September. So it's
Okay.
a good interval. So I'm
Yes.
going with my horse that I went to the first Marchita, and I'm aiming for the championship.
And could you have guests doing those races
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
Yes.
And the entries are not still closed, so not closed yet. So
Right.
we can still have, but the only thing is the to the Marchita, the people must decide quickly, because if they come to the next one, and we have to start moving the horses already.
Okay, so if somebody was doing the race that's in the last race of the year, for example,
Yeah,
when would the deadline for that be?
they haven't even opened it yet.
Right. Okay, so there's plenty of time
So
for that one.
so normally the deadline is 1 week before, so they have plenty of time to decide. And the Marchita is the last one is on at the end of championship. I think it's more important than that intermediate. It will be in Jaguarão. There is the city that was the beginning of the marcha was there, so they have a very good road and accommodation and so on. So we are use it to we know all the places that we can take your hosts to, and accommodation also. We have a very good posada, which is a small bed and breakfast, and
Okay.
they are they they get always place for us, so it's a good place. And other than that, there is the normal endurance races, but by now in our state, everything was canceled because
Yes.
they were to happen in places that got flooded.
Yes.
And I had a horse. Even I luckily I brought a horse that I had in São Paulo, running FEI endurance. Uh, but I bought her to the last Marcha for the American to run on her. I brought her back, and that was also lucky because she would be isolated from us right now. And so I cannot keep on with her qualifying because she was running 100 already.
So that actually brings me on to another question. How long once they've completed a race, do you give the horses time off afterwards, or are they then just a little bit of time off and then straight back into training for the next one?
No, because, for example, the Almirante, the horse that I'm taking to the Marcha, he will be at least 1 month of vacation, and
Yes.
then we start slowly moving, then only at a walk and so on, and very slowly getting back into condition. In the meantime, I will occupy myself with my Marchita horse.
Okay. So you have a
Or
different horse for different races.
yes, normally we do so, but yeah, there are some horses that are very tough. They are always in the races,
Yes.
and they seem to. But for even if he could, do the Marchita, I would go with the other horse because he's faster. My horse for the Marcha is it's a bit slow on the beginning, but he knows how to save his energy very well.
Has he done lots of races?
Yeah.
So he
It will be his fourth March.
Okay. So he's experienced at it.
Yeah.
He knows what to
Hmm.
expect.
Yeah. I think he is the boss of the herd right now because he's one of the oldest, and he always protects the horse that he's friends with, and so he won't let anything bad happen.
confusing. But thank you ever so much, Adriana. That was so interesting.
Thank you, Ellie, for the opportunity, and it was very nice talking to you.
Yes, I'm so glad I've had a chance to speak to you, because I've seen you on Facebook, and we've had small conversations before, but to actually sit and have a proper chat, that was
Yeah.
excellent. It was lovely to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. So,
Okay.
Cheers.
very
Thank you
good.
so much.
So,
Bye.
bye.